Ishkaran, Nayak hai Rahul Gandhi. Mandate mila nahi. Will he surrender the title at least?
See, the problem is we are trying to identify one thing which went wrong. You have to identify one thing which is going right for Congress. They are at 6 seats out of 60 and the buck has to stop somewhere. It is every leader, one second, every leader, end of the day has to account to the public, except if it's a private limited company. व्यापार नहीं चल रहा तो रेंट पे चढ़ा देंगे, रेंट पे नहीं चढ़ रहा तो जमीन बेच देंगे. This is like old feudal families work. That is not how political party work. Political parties' business is to win elections. Now, one after the other, you may have a black swan event, you may have an aberration, you may have done something in 2024, which is also not a victory. It was 99 seats. Let's not blow it out of proportion. But whatever you did, you had to carry it. You had to win it in Maharashtra, Haryana, Bihar, and then create a narrative of
Sanjay Jha doesn't agree.
What has happened is, what has in actuality happened is you have regressed back.
So I will.
And you will not discuss Rahul Gandhi. Why after so many elections can no congressman say, please give leadership to somebody else?
Yeah.
Let's have a fair chance.
May I ask you a question? We keep talking about the caste. One important issue, I want to look at this from a different perspective. Let's look at the results. Let's look at the results. Ladies and gentlemen, just look at the results. You know, this is an issue where Rahul Gandhi talks about haq, he talks about proportional representation. And this is a segment where one would have imagined that the Mahagathbandhan would have naturally done well. We're talking about the SC dominant constituencies. What exactly has happened over here? Just 9 versus 37. This is very important.
The reason why Tejasvi wants to keep Congress with him, because Congress traditionally in Bihar had Brahmin votes, Muslim votes and SC votes. And SC was a stronghold. And even BSP was not able to make a big impact. Now, in this scenario, with Chirag Paswan coming into the NDA fold, what we expected was the SC votes to break. Ravidas, the Jatav votes would go to Mahagathbandhan and only Paswan votes will come to NDA. But what has happened is complete. This is a sweep. Anybody would accept that if Rahul Gandhi keeps speaking that SCs are suffering, yes, scheduled castes, Dalits are not getting their due, then Dalits have spoken in one voice saying, we are trusting Modi ji and Nitish Kumar.
Got it, we want it, we expect it only from the NDA.
Yes, Sanjay, is this time for a recalibration on all these issues? While these are all social justice is important issue in India, but somewhere or the other it's not working. Voters are not buying that logic.
Madhav, I can tell you what is worrying for the Congress. Bihar, we have been out since 1990. Uttar Pradesh, 1989. West Bengal since 1967.
77.
Yeah, 77. Tamil Nadu, let's not even go into that. Maharashtra, we have begun to get into the same problem. This Gujarat is another state. If the Congress has made itself so conspicuous by its absence in terms of not trying to win even once over several election cycles, that I think to me is a very devastating repercussion.
I'll just give you one point.
The blame.
Sanjay ji, I'll just give you one point, you can elaborate.
Don't let him
No, 10 seconds.
I don't know what Sanjay Jha
He told us the problem, but who takes the blame?
No, I'm just wanting to give him one more point.
Yeah.
With today's election, from 2014 May till today, number of assembly election and Lok Sabha election lost by Congress is 74.
Yeah.
Okay, let's welcome Nikhil Jain. Nikhil is Congress's backroom Chanakya. Nikhil, you camped in Patna also.
Yeah, but no.
What happened, Nikhil? Kya ho gaya?
Dinesh, that's the point when for the past 2-3 weeks we've been having debates on what sort of a result do I expect the Congress to get or the other parties to get. And I always used to mention on air as well as off air the different view that I was getting from the local journalists and the local reporters, many of whom said that it was a close contest. However, the people from national journalists as well as national pollsters usually gave it to the NDA. But the kind of result that we are seeing, nobody predicted it. JVC, did you predict it?
No, immediately after.
There are some
190.
I have to make a
190.
I need to make a clarification.
There are some that have gone beyond 200
I need to make a
also.
clarification. Immediately after my exit poll was presented, Shreya asked me, is this mandate going to stick? I said 157 is the number. If they cross 157, I can tell you up to 205, anywhere it can go.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay,
Nikhil,
he said that. But Nikhil, you must answer a very important question. One is, of course, the caste complexion, those issues that we've been talking about. What happened in these friendly fights? These friendly fights, not a single one has been won by MJB. You announced a CM candidate late. Rahul Gandhi was missing for that period of a month and a half. Now you have engaged in friendly fights. If you can't get your alliances right with traditional partners like RJD, how are you going to ever win across the country is a question that the Congress party has to answer. Look at the outcome.
Madhav, first of all, on the late announcement of the CM candidate, let's not forget the BJP and the NDA never announced the CM candidate. Till this date, they are going back.
If they are winning,
whether they announced the CM candidate.
That was immaterial. That was immaterial.
Dr. Ranganathan, udhar उनको भी हंसी आ रही है. He is so shocked by your argument, he doesn't want to join the panel. वो देखिए उधर खड़े हैं वो.
No, see, I feel that's a fallacious.
आइए सर, नाम public demand पे आप.
We're talking about the friendly fight.
Congratulate him.
Answer the friendly fight. Answer on the friendly fight. Nikhil Jain.
No, Madhav, if I may add
Moral victory के
because
लिए.
he
बिल्कुल.
One by one. Okay, one by one. Let's go one by one because viewers can't hear us if we all speak together. Yeah.
Because they tried to change the Congress and probably bring in people like him with laptops. There was a revolt in whatever remains of the Congress. Everywhere you would go, they would be abusing. No, I'm being truthful. This is the truth.
Nikhil Jain is getting more trolled than the BJP side.
And by the way, let me finish. They also said इन लोगों ने ये laptop वालों ने चोरी करके टिकट दिया है. They were all saying it in my hotel, outside. That is the truth. He knows it. So they कहाँ से आ गए?
ब्लेम कर दीजिए, डायनास्टी को छोड़ दीजिए आप.
मैं बता रही हूँ जो हो रहा था.
नहीं, वो तो जो हो रहा था वो तो दिख रहा था. राहुल गांधी,
इन्होंने कोशिश की कि पुराने जमाने के लोग को हटा के ये नए स्मार्ट किड्स, that Krishna, Allah, Guru, all of them. But there was a revolt going on. Even day before that, Shakil left. After the campaign was over, he walked out.
Shakil Ahmed.
Yeah, his old guard. There is an old guard versus new guard. With whatever you have, it is playing out.
One Congress supporter told me a couple of days back, worse the defeat, better it is for us.
why?
Was the defeat better?
Yes, at
Why?
least Congress will wake up.
You
But they've not
think
woken
that
up for quite some time now. The slumber has been on for some time.
Okay, Sanjay Jha.
One by one. Yeah.
I just feel, for example, take Bihar. I would have ideally loved to see somebody like Sachin Pilot being the man to really lead the campaign.
Yeah.
I think the Congress, for some reason that's beyond me to explain. Yeah, I don't know Krishna. I don't know what he does operationally, how he managed Bihar. Fair enough. But I would put somebody like him. I would put somebody like Randeep Surjewala and say, lead the campaign in Bihar. Put 2-3 of your best political minds. The election is not a testing ground to discover a new talent.
Okay.
That's what they were doing.
You would think that Rahul Gandhi is younger than Modi, right? So you would think that he would be more attuned to the youth voter. What did he go and say? He said, ये जो आप रील बनाते हैं ना, ये एक नशा है. Instagram वगैरह ये नशा है. You know, मोदी जी जो कर रहे हैं, आपको डेटा फ्री दे रहे हैं, वो अंबानी अडानी उसका मजा लुटेंगे. Now you think of those guys who are sitting, बेरोजगार youth, right? Who doesn't have a job, who's sitting there, वो डेटा लेके वो रीली तो बना रहा है यार. उसके लिए भी you're turning around and say ये नशा है. In a dry state where there is nothing, no nasha. At least Instagram तो करने दो.
RJD spokesperson श्याम कुमार जी, क्या आप नेपाल जैसी हालात कर देंगे आप लोग बिहार में? क्योंकि चुनाव तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि हार गए.
नहीं यार, रिजल्ट आपको मिल गया क्या? आपको ईसीआई ने रिजल्ट दे दिया क्या प्रणय जी?
ये दिख नहीं रहा आपको रिजल्ट?
क्या है?
अच्छा, अभी भी लगता है आपको कि
ये ट्रेंड है या रिजल्ट है?
अच्छा, तो आपको क्या लग रहा है कि कितने सीट आ सकते हैं महागठबंधन के?
नहीं, let us wait for the final result.
Okay.
We are confident. We have work on ground. Why to worry?
Why to worry? आरपी सिंह जी,
किस ग्राउंड आप सोचिए.
आरपी सिंह जी अभी ये कह रहे हैं कि अभी थोड़ा और रुक जाइए, अब भाजपा को जल्दी सेलिब्रेट नहीं करना चाहिए.
जरा इनके बोलिए, इनके अपने जो अलायंस पार्टनर्स हैं उनसे बात कर लेनी चाहिए. कांग्रेस के नेता तो ऑलरेडी वोट चोरी का बहाना शुरू कर दिया उन्होंने. असल में क्या है कि चुनाव बुरी तरह हार चुके हैं और लोगों ने तय कर दिया, खास कर बिहार की महिलाओं ने बड़ा स्पष्ट मैंडेट दिया है और क्लियर मैंडेट दिया. और ये जो उन्होंने बिहार को बांटने की कोशिश करी हिंदू मुसलमान में, जातियों में, सबने उस सबसे ऊपर उठकर बड़ा क्लियर मैंडेट दिया. आप चेक करिए.
श्याम कुमार जी, माधव दास गोपाला कृष्णन वो भी आपसे सवाल लेना चाह रहे हैं. इतने कॉन्फिडेंट है अभी भी
श्याम कुमार जी? 189 वर्सेस 50 सीट्स. अगर दो अलायंसेस की इतने डिफरेंट नंबर्स आते हैं, 12 बजे के आसपास है, at a situation like this, how do you expect to actually be able to close? The gap is just too wide. Statistically, it's perhaps impossible to cover up such a huge gap.
No, I hope you remember the 2015 election result. What happened till 11:30. So मेरा कहना है कि ये इंतजार कीजिए, मल्टीपल राउंड काउंटिंग अभी होनी बाकी है.
Sir, it is 12:15. Please look at your clock. It's 12:15. It's about 1 hour after 11:30 almost. You still find it hard to believe?
Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, disbelief है या क्या है? Confidence, what is this?
नहीं, देखिए जो भी है, and I think all is not lost. Congress is inching towards moral victory. But I like to say this, and Sanjay has been always very gracious around 12:30 after every election analysis, and he's a good friend. But to find faults, to say that look, maybe we should have chosen somebody other than who was chosen to lead the elections, I think that's wrong. Because the fact of the matter is, I would not call this and I would disagree with the BJP spokesperson, RP Singh ji, because I don't think this is a mandate at all. भाई mandate क्या होता है कि आपके पास 2-3 issues होते हैं. यहां पे बिहार की जनता ने कहा हमारे पास कोई इशू ही नहीं है, जो चल रहा है ठीक चल रहा है. That is the problem out here, and any new person who would come in, whether it's laptopia like Nikhil Jain or somebody else who comes in, or an elder guy.
Let's quickly cut across